right down the middle.
So much tremendous history between these two teams. And, David, it just always seems in this game, you throw out the stats, you throw out the standings, you throw out the records, and this is just a different energy when we see these teams play.
It's because you bring in the hatred. They don't like each other. The fan bases don't like each other. Texas, Oklahoma, it always means a lot.
Makes his connection. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket. Lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the returner is stopped. He'll start the return inside his 5. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work for the first time today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on them. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jet. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Immediately fires to the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Longhorns are on the move. On the ground, it's Wilkins. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets open down the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Finds his man. It's Wilkins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Works the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to power their way ahead. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, and made a nice tackle.
On third down, going up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys. You never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Wants to throw on third down. Finds the tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. They're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
30-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here comes the Texas offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He turns it loose to the left. Picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Getting some heat. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half. Talk about a 1st half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
42 Spider. Can.
The give to the back. Discards a man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much.
Oh, look out! They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll try the left side. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the pass.
All kinds of running room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38th. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Makes one man miss. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the beatdown has ensued. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. They get to him as he throws. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the left. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. He leaves it with the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. A first down for the offense. Give to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Afterburners coming. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Power football with the run. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to scramble. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Makes the grab, it's Wilkins. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll start this drive firing. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.